Alright guys, part 3, still no fix. Misfire, same as it was yesterday morning. Alright, so now we have a again ignition. I got a pedal probe, my ignition probe over all of my coils. I have let's see, there will be, I don't know, this channel 2 is going to be my sync, my ignition. Channel 1 will be my ignition waveforms for all the 6 cylinders. Then channel 4 will be my fuel pressure, and then channel 3 will be I didn't get my leads right, but never mind. It'll be a signal from the mass airflow sensor. Now the fuel pressure right now resting at about 48 psi, and so everything is hooked up to my picoscope, and let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna start the car, and then we're gonna do wide open throttle. I do believe that it did shut the injector down. Let's see here. Let's go with here. So here the my mass airflow sensor started at this was a wide open throttle here, and let's see, where's my blues and green? The peak voltage is 4.4 volts. It's I kind of get the yeah, it's a 4.4 volts. The mass airflow sensor is jumping all over the place, and that's because my idle, it's not, I don't think this is a problem with the sensor itself per se, by, you know, with the signal. It's just because of the idle is so erratic, and it's just not. Now here's the fuel pressure. Fuel pressure started it around let's see, 40, let's see here, what's going on here. Okay, 48 psi, close to 50 psi, and it dropped a little bit down during the wide open throttle, but not much. It's like 46. So I mean, the fuel pressure, I don't think it's the issue, and it then went up to 48 or so. It did dip a little bit down during the wide open throttle, but I don't think that's causing my problem. So let's take a look at the ignition. This is the before wide open. It actually looks decent. I had to go back. No, yeah, it's right here. And we're starting to there's a little misfire here. Okay, so this is a now wide open throttle, and this is lean here, not much, but a little bit. You got to lean here and here, but not that excessive. I mean, it's right in the middle. So this is lean, this is lean, but the fuel pressure is steady. I mean, it's fuel pressure, it's not causing my problem. This is lean here, here. This is another lean. So now as I'm getting more to a wide open throttle, it's now we see some evidence of a lean mixture. Now this would be a number 4. This is a number 3, I believe. So let's see here. So 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, and 4. So this would be 4 here. No, this is 1. No, backwards. This would be 4, and then 2, and this would be 6. So this is a big time lean misfire. This is number 5. Number 5 again. This is number 4. It is lean at this point. So, but the fuel pressure, it's not causing my lean condition. Here and here. Now it's as we're getting. Yeah. No, this is definitely lean misfire here. Big time misfire. Lean. Look at that. Yes. So yeah, look at that. This is classic lean misfire. This was a big one. So 1, 5, 3, and 6. Yep. This is number 1, 5, 3, 6 again. Okay, well, this is definitely lean misfire. This is number 5. Okay, so now, yeah, I mean, I had to replace the spark plugs to just some kind of, you know, get it to a where you can actually do some kind of testings to get some kind of evidence, you know, what is going on. So definitely this is a lean misfire. And okay, yeah, this is all, I mean, this is a classic example of lean misfire. But again, you can see that my fuel pressure is steady. This for the channel 4, the brown channel, it stays at 58 psi. So 59. I mean, I'm sorry, 48, 49 psi. Yeah, this is definitely lean misfire. It's starting from fuel, no question about it. Okay, I do have known good mass airflow sensor, and I took it off my wife's car. So let's put this one in and see if it makes any difference or not. Alright, the codes are clear, pretty much the same lean code and those intentional cylinder misfires. So let's see if we can. It's still misfiring. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, let's I mean, this was good capture, I believe. I got it right in the middle of it. So let's see here. Let's move on. Let's just look at the so at the wide open throttle 4.4, it was down here, it's like 1.7 volts, a little bit higher than the other mass airflow sensor. This peak was a little bit better, but still it's not working right. And my fuel pressure drops a little bit, but that's, I need to check that on the other beamer, but I think that's normal actually. And it's kind of interesting here that you know, it's fluctuate, the fuel pressure does. It's kind of, but that's kind of interesting. It's like a 1 psi, I guess, difference. Yeah, it's a 1 psi difference. As the engine misfires, you know, there's these spikes in the fuel pressure, but I mean, that should not matter that much. You know, with this such a severe misfire, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. That, you know, fuel pressure would be a big problem. But definitely, new mass airflow did not change anything at all. Unfortunately, they still have still the same problem. Okay. and still lean. All the cylinders pretty much are now just jump from, you know, it's not one, that's one cylinder that means, you know, has a lean. That pretty much all of them now are, you know, showing the lean mixture. Yeah, so like here, and then this one, that it's okay here. It's just really all over the place pretty much. I cannot really pinpoint the one single cylinder that has a lean mixture. It's a multiple cylinders with a lean mixture. Okay. I was just checking. It looks like my pressure transducer is really skewed. The pressure is actually at the idle like 50, I don't know, 2-3 psi. So it's not dropping down. The fuel pressure is not dropping. And when I shut the car off, the pressure stays. It's not, you know, it's like some of the injectors are leaking, which they have a lean condition anyway. So it's misfiring pretty well right now. Okay, next test we're gonna do we're gonna check the crankcase ventilation system. I have my fuel tank pressure sensor installed into my dipstick tube, and that's connected to my just to my 5-volt regulator, and that's going to be on a channel, on my green channel, so that will be channel 3. Alright, now we're going to check the crankcase ventilation system. I have my fuel tank pressure sensor installed into my dipstick tube, and it's connected to my 5-volt regulator, and it's going to be on my green channel, channel 3. And let's see what I'm going to go with 2. Okay, well that's interesting. The car is running perfect now. Okay, well let's take this out, see what happens. It's a wide open throttle. Perfect. This feels great now. What the heck? Look at that. Wow. Let me put in the gear. Perfect. Wow. Okay, so what changed? Shoot. What did I do here? I changed to 20 volts, so that's why it's my ignition is now, where's my wide open throttle? Okay, I can actually zoom in here. Still a little lean, but better than it was. I don't know. Let's okay, so I put this back on 10 volts. 10 seconds. Let's go 5. I think it's just yeah, the time base is a little too long. Wow. Still some lean misfire, but it's actually much better. Got me lean here and here and here, but well, runs great now. Okay, I'm going to take this out and put the dipstick back in. I need some oil. Now it's misfiring. Now it's getting warmed up, so kind of sucks, but so we have two variables right now. I left my mass airflow sensor, the one from another car, and I put the mass airflow sensor from this car to another Beamer just to drive it to see what happens if the other car is gonna start acting up. So that's one variable. The second variable was that after I pulled the dipstick tube out, I put my pressure sensor and I kind of closed the dipstick tube, and now these O-rings looks okay. They look okay. I don't think they're leaked. I mean it fits pretty snug. I think it. But right now I have to wait for car to cool down, unfortunately, and see what happens. But now it runs great. We never actually look at the crankcase ventilation system. You know, okay, now it misfires again a little bit. It changes the idle. It smooths down now. And so pull this down. So this is the atmospheric pressure, and then we went down to, let's see, 8-9 inches of water. So that's not much. Yeah, I don't think that's. I mean, I don't have excessive vacuum in a crankcase that pulls, you know, the air. I mean, that pulls the that blow by from from the crankcase into the intake. I can't remember what was the 1 psi equal to inches of water. I think like 12, I guess. I need to find out, but this is not much. Okay, so we're on 8.8, like 9 inches of water. That's like a 0.6 inches of mercury. So you can even measure this with your vacuum gauge. So there's not excessive vacuum in my crankcase. This is just generic OBD2. I finally got all of my sensors and my fuel trims and everything. So, and we'll see what happens. I didn't get my loop status on it, but we should be able to see. We'll rev it up a little bit too. Okay, so bank 2 is in a closed loop now, looks like. So we had a problem with was it I think it was a bank 2 sensor that was not switching all the way it should. Now the bank 1 looks like it's still not in a closed loop. No, it's in a closed loop. Looks like we need a... Oh, it'll be interesting. Well, no, it's okay now. I just have to wait next day for a car to be cold again, but seems like mass airflow sensor did help. Now yesterday also it was doing better once it's warmed up, and right now it's fairly warm. So I just have to cool it down, and well, let's just look at the upstream O2 sensors now. So you can see the downstream sensor in the bank 1 and bank 2, they are now rich, and let's see graph. So this is bank 2. I think it was at bank 1, I don't remember which one was. There was not, didn't have a full amplitude, but right now, yeah, it's still hanging around 350 millivolts. And this one went down to 200 on bank 2, and the maximum was 800. So this oxygen sensor on bank 1, upstream sensor, still it's not doing the full amplitude. So, but it runs better, so we'll see what happens in the morning. But seems like this new mass airflow sensor did make a difference. Now let's see what happens to another car, since I put mass airflow sensor from this car to another car, and see if the other one's going to start to act up or not. But so far, let's just look at the fuel trim now. Well, fuel trim is perfect. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's a full warm, so it's not, it's hot right now, so I'll just have to wait for the car to cool off, and I guess that's gonna be part 4. Okay guys, see you soon. Thank you.